Hello, everyone. This is Lucretia, and you are tuned in to another episode of Candid Conversations. Welcome to the room today, and how are you doing today? Today's Candid Conversations is about our plans versus God's plans. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not disaster, to give you a future and hope." What are your plans today? What are your plans 1 year from now? What are your plans 2 years from now? What about 5 or 10 years from now? A lot of times we do a lot of planning, and we are supposed to plan. However, are we making sure that we are consulting the plan of God for our lives? Because lots of times there are things that we desire to happen in our timing and in our way, and we begin to put those plans in motion, which is fine because we do have to plan. But we always have to make sure that we stop, that we take a pause, and that we definitely factor in the plan of God for our lives. Because otherwise, we could run full speed ahead and go really far and be out of the plan of God and out of the will of God for our lives. And ultimately, God only wants the absolute best for us. He's not here to bring us disaster. He's not here so that we can have an unfulfilled life. And He's not here so that we can live a hopeless life. However, if we are believers, it behooves us to stay close to Him, to understand what He's saying to us, to stay in His word so that we are aware of what He is saying to us. Because otherwise, it's very easy to listen to our own internal dialogue. And it's also very easy to listen to what other people are saying to us. But we have to be solid. We have to be firm in what God is actually saying to us, because He does have a plan for each of our lives. But in order to know what that is, then we have to seek His will for our lives. And even when we have a plan and we think that it is amazing, we have to consult His will for our lives to see if that's actually what He wants us to do, or perhaps there needs to be an adjustment in our plans and our thought processes. And as human beings, it's not always easy, because once we have a plan, we are really, really focused on that plan. And so I just encourage you to know what God is asking you to do, know what He is leading you to do, and know what He's putting His hand on for you in this life, because actually it is His plan that is going to sustain us. It is His plan that will help us to find our sweet spot in life so that we can accomplish His will, because ultimately everything that we do is for His glory. So I encourage you to read Jeremiah 29:11. It is one of my favorite scriptures, and today I had to be reminded of that. He knows the plans that He has for my life. Sometimes there are some things that I want to do. Sometimes there are some places I want to go. And it may be in direct opposition of the plan of God for my life. So be encouraged today. Understand that His plan is good. It is not for evil. And He has a hope and a future for each of us. This is Lucretia. You've tuned in to another episode of Candid Conversations. Have the most amazing day. Bye.